On October 19th, 2017, a telescope in Hawaii caught something moving across the sky that should not have been there. It was moving too fast, far too fast to belong to our solar system. Every comet, every asteroid, every piece of rock and ice that orbits our sun follows the same basic rule. It moves at a speed that keeps it gravitationally bound. It cannot simply leave. Gravity holds everything. Gravity holds all of it. This object was not held. It was passing through. A traveler from somewhere else entirely, moving at 87 kilometers per second, which is roughly 5 times faster than any object we have ever launched from Earth. It had entered our solar system from the direction of the constellation Lyra, looped around the Sun, and was already on its way back out into interstellar space by the time we noticed it existed. We had 4 months to look at it. 4 months before it became too faint to track even with the largest telescopes on Earth. 4 months to study the first object ever confirmed to have come from another star system. We used every instrument we had. We pointed Hubble at it. We pointed ground-based observatories at it. We watched it day and night, every available hour. And the more we looked, the less it made sense. The first strange thing was the shape. Objects in space are almost always roughly spherical. Gravity pulls matter into balls. Even irregular asteroids and comets, battered and fractured by billions of years of collisions, tend toward chunky, lumpy shapes, with no dimension dramatically larger than the others. But as Oumuamua tumbled through space, its brightness fluctuated wildly by a factor of 10 every 7 to 8 hours. The only explanation for that degree of variation is an object that is dramatically elongated, shaped like a cigar, or perhaps like a flat disk, spinning end over end as it traveled. Some estimates put its aspect ratio at 1 to 10. For every unit of width, 10 units of length. A shape so extreme it has no parallel among the thousands of objects we have cataloged in our own solar system. Nothing we have ever seen looks like this. The second strange thing was what was missing. When a comet approaches the Sun, the heat causes its ice to sublimate, turning directly from solid to gas, erupting from the surface in jets that create a visible cloud called a coma and a bright trailing tail. It is one of the most reliable phenomena in astronomy. Every comet does it, without exception. But Oumuamua showed no coma, no tail, no gas emissions, no dust, nothing. It came within 38 million kilometers of the Sun, well within the zone where any icy body should be visibly outgassing and produce nothing we could detect. No tail, no cloud, no trace. Just a strange, silent shape moving at impossible speed. And then came the third anomaly, the one that broke everything. As Oumuamua moved away from the Sun, it accelerated. Not the deceleration you would expect from a simple interstellar rock coasting on gravity. Acceleration. Something was pushing it. Pushing it in a way that was precise, consistent, and completely unlike the random chaotic forces that act on natural objects in space. something that NASA's own instruments confirmed was not gravitational, something that should not have been there. An invisible force, moving an object from another star system, away from our sun, as if it knew where it was going. End quote. Scientists do not agree on what Oumuamua was, and the debate is not polite. The most widely accepted explanation today is hydrogen outgassing. The idea is that Oumuamua was an interstellar comet made of water ice bombarded by cosmic rays during its long journey between star systems. Those rays broke down the water molecules, trapping hydrogen gas inside the porous ice structure. When the sun heated it, the hydrogen vented silently, invisibly, because hydrogen is transparent and the escaping gas acted as a propellant. No visible coma, but real acceleration. It is a plausible explanation. It accounts for most of what we observed. And in 2023, astronomers published a paper in Nature arguing this is the answer. Except this exact type of object, a hydrogen outgassing porous comet with an invisible coma, had never been seen before in our own solar system or anywhere else. We do not have a single confirmed example of a naturally occurring object that behaves this way to compare it against. We are explaining one unprecedented object by invoking an entirely new category of object that also does not have a confirmed example. We solve the mystery by proposing a different mystery. There is a Harvard astrophysicist named Avi Loeb. He was the chair of Harvard's astronomy department. He has published over 1,000 scientific papers. He looked at Oumuamua and wrote something that the astronomical community has been trying to dismiss ever since. He proposed that the most parsimonious explanation for Oumuamua's behavior, the shape, the lack of coma, the non-gravitational acceleration, is that it was a thin, flat, manufactured object, a light sail, a piece of technology, not rock. Either a functional probe sent deliberately in our direction, or derelict debris, the discarded remnant of a technological civilization somewhere in the galaxy, drifting long after whoever built it was gone. He did not say it was aliens. He said the data fits a technological explanation at least as well as any natural explanation. The field largely rejected the idea. Most papers published afterward lean toward the hydrogen comet explanation, or nitrogen ice, or some other natural phenomenon. It is gone. It left our solar system before we could mount any kind of intercept mission, before we could get a spacecraft close enough to photograph it properly, before we could sample even a single particle from its surface. It passed through our entire solar system in less than a year, and we had 4 months to look at it from far away, with instruments that couldn't even resolve its shape. Whatever it was, frozen comet, nitrogen shard from a dead exoplanet, ancient alien sail, drifting through eternity, it is now hundreds of billions of kilometers away, moving at 87 kilometers per second back into interstellar space. Here is the part of this story that almost nobody is talking about. In July 2025, astronomers detected a third interstellar object passing through our solar system. It was designated 3I, Atlas. It was also anomalous, also behaving in ways that deviated from what you would expect of a conventional comet, also producing data that researchers are still arguing over. 3I Atlas as exhibiting similar levels of strangeness to Oumuamua itself. 2 anomalous interstellar objects, 2 visitors with behaviors science cannot fully account for, in 8 years. And with the Vera Rubin Observatory now coming fully online, a telescope designed specifically to detect fast-moving objects across the sky, scientists expect to begin detecting interstellar objects at a rate of several per year going forward. We were not looking before. We did not know to look. The first time we ever looked seriously at the space between the stars, we found something we could not explain. And it had already been here. Already come and gone. Undetected until it was almost too late to observe at all. How many times before 2017 did something pass through? Before we had pan-stars, before we had the tools to catch objects moving at interstellar velocity. How many times did something cross the entire solar system, past Jupiter, past Mars, past the orbit of the Earth itself, and leave again without a single human instrument noticing? We do not know. We cannot know. The sky we thought we understood turns out to have been full of travelers we could not see. And Oumuamua was simply the first one we caught.